Blitz Royale shouldn't work. But it does. This June, Fortnite cryptically announced a new mode that would be releasing soon, with a roguelike design and a pace specifically crafted for mobile play, meaning that it would be very short to compete with games like Brawl Stars and Clash Royale. This was very intriguing, as I, along with others, assumed that Reload was the fast-paced action game mode, so to hear about a new game that would challenge Reload was something that I was not expecting. Not much information was coming out, and then we got a 15-second commercial with Tfue. The marketing was so confusing, and it shouldn't have worked, but it did. I was interested, as was everyone else. They also gave out free stuff, which was pretty cool. Blitz Royale is a 5-minute battle royale, with everything being smaller than Reload. A smaller map, 8 fewer players, and no free reboots, with the reboot vans once again being on the map, instead of you spawning by yourself. All of this sounds like it shouldn't work, but it does. The smaller map means that you aren't going around trying to find people like it's a game of hide and seek. You're constantly getting action, which is great. The thing about Reload is that some of the fights get repetitive, as you sometimes fight the same people over and over again as they keep coming back, but Blitz Royale rarely has this problem. The thing that makes the game unique compared to the rest of Battle Royale's roster is its roguelike mechanics. At the start of every game, everyone is given the same medallion from one of Fortnite's past seasons, whether it's a Greek god ability or one of the new ones from this season, which gives each game a new experience. Every game truly feels unique and exciting, and with the ability to find medallions in supply drops, you can mix and match with medallions that were never supposed to go together, like the Megalodon and the Core, or the Zeus with the Shogun X, or even the Machinist with the Super Shield. This shouldn't work, but it does. While Battle Royale has introduced the hero ranking system, Blitz takes it to a whole nother level, and instead of having to open hero chests to get the good loot, it just spawns right in front of you. But I'll talk about the weapons later. This also adds to the roguelike mechanics of the game, as the weapons and boons you get from leveling up can do great things when paired up with the right medallion. Blitz Royale only comes in zero build, which I love. I'm a zero build player myself, but I do love this idea, because if it was built, then matches would last much longer than 5 minutes, so this change works really well. It also encourages people to hide less, in my opinion. I don't find many people hiding around in houses as often as I would in games like regular BR or even OG. Now that that's done, I think we should talk about... Because the games need to be only 5 minutes, Epic Games has decided to add the most broken weapons ever to this game. And it shouldn't work, but it does. The regular Chapter 6 loot pool is here, along with some great mythics and exotics from Chapter 4s to 6, such as the mythic Flapjack rifle and even the heisted exotics from Chapter 4 Season 1. But the Breacher shotgun no longer one-shots builds, so it's practically useless. These mythics and exotics can be attained through the Blitz leveling system I mentioned earlier. In addition, there are some new buff versions of the previous weapons that work well in Blitz, such as the mythic rocket ram and the upcoming Blitz Chains of Hades. This brings me to the updates of the game. Week 1 focused on opening the game up, so I don't really see much reason to talk about it since I already seem to have, but it's the weeks that follow it that I'm more interested in. Week 2 brings back the Avatar mythics, and they work really well. This mode works well with the bending powers, earth bending only really works in zero build, and airbending is a good thing to have in a smaller map like this. With week 3 kind of being a snooze fest and bringing back some of the boss weapons we didn't get in week 1, week 4 is very interesting, as they seem to be bringing back the melee weapons only, along with the return of the TMNT weapons too. Bringing back old crossover items in a mode where you only get 5 minutes of usage per game shouldn't work, but it does. I hope that if Blitz sticks around, they continue this trend and bring back smaller, one-off collab items like MHA or even the Batman items, just for a week and see what happens. I see this as a good compromise of bringing back these items to the game while not interfering in the main BR. Although week 4 is the week that they're bringing back the Kneecapper and Typhoon Blade, so the game might just die immediately then, but we'll see. After everything, Blitz Royale is the most jam-packed mode that gives constant action while still having you wanting more. I've always wanted to keep playing after winning a match of Blitz, and while it still has its glaring problems like the influx of bots, it still shines through as one of the best modes they've added since the start of the metaverse back in 2023. I really hope that the game will come back after it leaves, as it is a limited time mode and it should be going in late August at the time of recording this. If it does return, I hope it still sticks to being the one mode where everything incredibly overpowered stays in, as that, to me, is the selling point of Blitz Royale. Just don't bring back the kneecapper!